Welcome to the Akasha Yoga practice. My name is Kirsten, and I'll be sharing a 25 minutes Yin Yoga practice with you to expand and to find deep relaxation. So this is Yin Yoga practice. This is a slow practice. This is a practice that is best supported by props. Today, a flat pillow is really fantastic. That can be also a folded blanket, a bolster. Really good to have to get into the depth of the postures. If you don't have a bolster, just a bigger pillow from your bed or from your couch is great too. And 2 blocks are helpful, especially if you deal with knee issues and one of the postures really requires a block. All right, so this is Yin Yoga. Yin Yoga is deep, is relaxed, is slow, is sensational. Sensational in a way that we really open into the depth of our bodies, open into the connective tissues. And this comes along usually with sensation of stretch. These sensations are good, they're part of the practice, but I'd like you to clearly distinguish between these stretching sensations that are so good and pain. Pain is everything that is short, sharp, electrical, localized, like a pain that you can point to, like especially in the knees. This is something we want to stay away from. So important to really stay away from when it's painful, but to really enjoy a broad sensation of stretch, a sensation that might move as you practice. That's all fantastic. That comes along with opening the body. So this practice opens into the hips and opens the entire front side of the body. Let's get ready. So to start with, come into folded leg position or cross leg position, just a moment to interiorize and to arrive on the mat to get ready for this journey inwards. All right, when you're comfortable, just take a moment to lengthen your top towards the sky and to just gently drop your tailbone. Inhale deeply, close your eyes and relax the shoulders down and away from your ears. Let's start here by turning our attention towards more subtle, turning the attention more inwards. Just a moment to tap into these sensations. Just notice which sensations are present. There might be tactile sensations on your skin, temperature of the air, the fabric of your clothes on your skin, perhaps a breeze in case your window is open or you're outside. Just being here to tap into the subtlety of this tactile sensation, perceiving them, being in them, shifting now into the breath sensation, noticing the breath, the temperature of the breath, the inner tactile sensations of the breath, sense of expansion that might be in the chest or in the abdomen. You might have a tactile sensation in the throat area or just above your upper lip. Just being present with any possible tactile sensation of your breath. feel how your perception shifts into more refinement, subtlety, a heightened sense of presence. If you feel to set an intention for this practice, now is a good time for that. And slowly open your eyes, come back into the space. We'll be starting with a posture that's called butterfly. For butterfly, I'd really recommend you to work with your flat pillow or with a folded blanket to sit on. So what you want to do is you want to come on the edge of that folded blanket or flat pillow, so that naturally your hips tip forward. This is when you feel that your spine is straight. And from here, bring the soles of your feet together. Any distance is right, like it could be a little further away, it can be closer in. Like see what feels natural and native to your body. And from here, we start now walking forward. So we want to round the spine here for this practice. Allow your spine to round, walk forward, let your head hang. Perhaps grab hold of your feet if you do so. That is not with the purpose to pull you deeper into the practice, but more to create a closed container energetically. If you feel that creates actually an urge to pull yourself deeper, just open your hands, place your palms facing up or down, so that basically the body can fully relax. For Yin Yoga, it's really important that the body is completely relaxed, so no muscular tension, in order to reach the depth of the body, the connective tissues. We're here now, settling into a still holding of the posture, closing the eyes, and simply give over to a softness, to a relaxation, to an acceptance of what is. If you feel that this posture creates some pulling sensation in your knees, grab hold of your blocks and place one block on either side of your knees to support your knees. If this is not the case for you, just stay where you are and relax deeper into the shape. So completely relax your facial expression, allowing the eyes to soften, the jaw to relax. Allow your neck to relax. The head is really dropping and gravity is kind of pulling the head and the shoulders towards the floor, and that creates this rounding of the spine and the stretching of all the tissues in the back. That's exactly where we want to be. Allow your shoulders to drop, to soften. Allow your entire back to soften, your belly to soften. Keep your arms soft, as well as your hips and legs. So the body is now fully relaxed, soft, motionless, just is. Drawing now the attention to the breath as you inhale through the nose. Allow your breath to travel all the way down into the belly. Allow your belly to expand as you inhale gently without force. And as you exhale, allow your belly to soften. You want to feel each breath in your abdominal area. We start this way with grounding our breath into the abdomen because it helps grounding the mental activity and really arriving in the body, slowing down, being present. So as you sit and let the body deeply relax, just focus on your breath. Focusing on the breath is not so much doing the breath, being in a doer's position, but more letting the breath move, directing the breath with attention. At the same time, just noticing, witnessing what's happening in this soft, relaxed body. It's very common after a few minutes of practicing a shape that suddenly you feel there's an opening and you can go deeper. If you feel that, just follow this invitation. If there's no such invitation, just stay where you are. Yin is very much about acceptance, very much about with receptivity, understanding, seeing what's happening in this moment and being okay with that, embracing that. Also in Yin, it is not about outer shape. Pretty much doesn't look how it doesn't matter how you look. What matters is what you feel, and what you want to feel is a sense of stillness within. And a gentle stretch across your back, neck, a gentle opening of the hips on the insides of your thighs, and softness, an overall softness of being. You stay for 3 last breaths in butterfly. After your 3rd breath, super slowly start releasing the posture. So Yin is all about slowness. So as you come back out of the posture, really notice how vertebra by vertebra you bring your spine back to upright. You may want to place your hands just behind your hips, close your knees, and stretch your legs out in the front. Lean into your hands and just take a breath here. After each posture, we want to pause, be still. On one hand, to integrate the stretch into the tissues. On the other hand, it is a chance to observe, to ground, to be present. We're about to move into our second shape. For the second shape, we'll be needing the bolster. If you don't have a bolster, it's okay too, but you will be missing out on a particular stretch in the front side of the body. So for this practice, if the first practice was not so nice in your knees and you used your blocks, certainly have the blocks ready for this practice too. We'll be practicing supported reclined bound angel, and for that the bolster is arranged long on the yoga mat and you just sit right in front of that bolster. Have your blocks at the sides in case you need them. From here, bring the soles of your feet together and start slowly reclining over your bolster. You want to come here really into a comfortable position. If you don't have the bolster, you're lying flat on the floor, that's fine too. Then you're just working into the hips only. With bolster, you're also working into opening the front side of the body. Check in with your knees here right now. If you feel there's a tagging sensation on the knees, use your blocks to support your knees this way. Other than that, bring your hands over your heart, extend your arms into the sky, and open your arms sideways, spreading the wings, allowing the back of the hands to rest on the floor, and allowing the knees to fall out sideways. The head is centered, and we'll come right back into this still place. For that, just make now your last adjustments. If you feel you want to pull your feet a little closer to your hips or push them a bit further away, now is a good time to work into that. If you want to work with your blocks, bring them underneath your knees. If you feel you want to bring a little bit more stretch into the chest, you might bring your hands a little bit higher up. Just make your last adjustment so that you feel you're really in the posture. And from here, close your eyes and commit to stillness. Committing to stillness really helps this opening the body from the inside. And it also helps to rest the mind, to calm down the mind. Therefore, to transition from the thinking part of being into the open, vast, receptive space of being. Deeply relax your body, your facial expression, allowing for space in between the eyebrows, the eyelids to be heavy. Ungrip your jaw, allow for some space in between your teeth. Allow the back of the head and your shoulders to really sink onto your bolster or into the ground. Let them be heavy, completely unheld by you. But you're completely held at the same time by the earth, by life. Allowing the arms to relax. Belly and chest to relax. And the legs to relax. Check in with your hips. Is there any kind of holding? Is there any kind of doing in your hips? If so, just notice that and give permission to deeply relax. It is okay to let go, to soften, to be. This is a posture that fully invites the expansion of this part of being that is moving towards limitlessness, towards openness, towards surrender, towards dissolution. Being expansion. Notice as you relax and open deeper, your breath naturally slows down and your mind follows. It's becoming quiet inside, serene, expansive. We'll stay here for 3 more breaths. After your 3rd breath, draw your arms back in towards your body. Bring your hands on the top outside of your thighs and guide your knees back to center. Slowly drop both of your knees over towards one side. Roll off your bolster. Just come lying on your side for a moment. Push your bolster off the mat and roll back onto your mat. Extend both of your legs and come to rest in a mini shavasana. Take a moment here to just notice the effects of the shape, the echoes in the physical body, and the hips perhaps, the spine, chest. You might also notice echoes beyond the physicality. Certain energetic movements, gentle tinglings. An area of the body might feel larger, expand. That's energetic perception. Temperature change is an energetic perception. Just be present, receptive, without searching and looking. Just receiving, accepting, embracing. We'll draw now both knees into the chest. Bring the arms out to the sides and drop your knees over towards one side, whichever comes natural to you. Draw your head away from your knees. Just stay here for a moment to unwind the spine, to unravel the spine. Just staying in this deep sense of stillness, expansion. If you feel that this posture produces lightheadedness, just bring your head back to center. That should stop that sense. Other than that, just lean deeper into what's opening in front of you, behind you. beneath and above, left and right. Allow yourself to expand and to rest into vastness, to soften into greatness. Three more breaths. After your third breath, as you inhale, gently roll your hip back onto the mat. Come to center. Bring your head back to center. Stay here for a moment to ground the hips to sacrum. And once more, bring your knees into the chest and let them slowly drop over to the opposite side. Find your position. Draw your head to the opposite side, away from your knees. Just lean back into expansion, into softness, into greatness. Three last breaths here. And slowly bring your knees back to center. Ground your hips. Lengthen one leg at a time and draw your arms back next to your body. Moment to come into complete neutrality. The body in Shavasana, complete symmetry, softness, neutrality of the nervous system, balance, neutrality of the mind, presence. Expanding through and as neutrality. And this last final resting shape. If you fear to stay here longer, you're most welcome. Thank you so much for practicing today with me. I hope to see you on the mat again soon. Namaste.